Good afternoon, everybody. We are here. We're ready to go. We're looking good. Everything's great. So glad to have all you guys in here right now. Who do we have first in the chat? We got Caesar first in the chat for the very first time. Congratulations, Caesar. You made it, man. We got Caesar, Ray, Caesar, Gene. We got Tim. What's going on, Tim? Gorilla, Caesar, Gorilla. PS5. What's going on? PS5, man. Glad to have you in here. Glad to have all you guys in here right now. Haven't seen PS5 in quite a while, so good to see that name. Let's jump into the market and see what's happening so far today. We got AMC in the top left-hand side of the screen. What did it finish at? Down 7.89%. AMC finished at $4.49. GameStop at the top right-hand side of the screen, $21.24, down 10.68%. Holy smokes, man. Shiba Inu Coin back up a little bit from where it was earlier, $27.45 right now, looking pretty good there, down 3.87% on the day today, but not a bad recovery from where we were earlier this afternoon, and looking okay at the moment. $27.45. Bitcoin sitting at 67,271, down 2% on the day. Man, hold on. I swear there's like little cat hairs floating around, and I'm choking on them, man. Oh my gosh. The NASDAQ ending 0.58% lower on the day today, 16,920 points per coin. You got Dogecoin sitting at 16,531. Ethereum sitting at 37.53. I want this to bounce back up. I think it was at about 38 when I was transferring my Super T over to Ethereum last night. So I wanted to go back up just a little bit so that it's at least break even and I can decide where or if I want to move over to USDT or not. Shiba Inu Coin sitting at 27.47. Bitcoin sitting at 67,291. The SPY 526. QQQ 456. Molinado $3.80. Sundial $2.17. Netflix sitting at 654. MPW 499. Tesla sitting at 176. Man, Tesla coming down in the afternoon there. Dropping back down below break even, finishing 0.30% lower on the day today. Amazon finishing at 182.02. Apple finishing at 190.29, up just slightly on the day, 0.16% higher. We're going to watch Bitcoin down on the middle left-hand side of the screen and Shiba Inu Coin in the middle left-hand side and Shiba Inu Coin in the middle right-hand side of the screen. Not sure if I said which one or the other there, but we're going to watch them. They're going to look good. We're going to play them out, and it's perfect. Clearbro, you need some lo-fi open source intro music. Yeah, man. And you know, I could put it on that screen right there, just on loop or something. Like only on that screen, and then it stops playing when I click over to this screen. Yeah, I can look into that, man. It's not a bad idea. Hurrah up, Mission Bro. You're the go to crypto. You're the go to crypto, PS5. You're the go to crypto. Although I do feel very good. Look, I do feel very good about some of my recent trades. I would say I'm on a streak right now, man. I would say I'm on a streak right now. So, I've strung together like 5 very good trades. Nearly like less than 10% away from the peak, and it has been very, very good. So don't be afraid, guys. Book some profits. Super T on the screen right there, you guys can see it peaking out at about 2.4 cents. I started to get out yesterday at 0.19. My best exit was 0.21. And then the rest of my exits were between 0.17. I don't know. It was 0.17 something. 0.17 and again back up to like 0.19. So I had quite a few exits because I had quite a bit of Super T. And I didn't want to. Well, number one, right? If you go to dump and you lose a huge percentage, then that's not necessarily good either. But yeah, man, Super T on both the Solana network and the Ethereum network. Oh my gosh, darn near perfect trades yesterday. Slothana's back down to like 1.6, 1.7 cents. That exit at 5.051 5.1 cent. That was perfect. Moving over Solana over to USDC at 188. I mean, dude, it was like stringing some really good ones together, PS5. So very good. You didn't do your hair, Clay. Come on, bro. Yes, I did, man. My hair is completely done. Look at that. It looks darn near perfect, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Solid haircut, brother. Thank you very much, Genie brother, as well. Don't sleep on Mog Coin. To the moon, moon, moon. All right, I'm not going to sleep on Mog. We're going to pull it up right now. Man, we're PS5. PS5 right there. In case you missed it. I love it. Guys, go join the Discord. Yeah, and grab that merch right there. Do both of those things. Gorilla, thank you very much on that, dude. Hey, everybody. Kenneth, what's going on? Kenneth, haven't seen you in a while. Let's see. Mog, and then I want to see what PS5 says there about... Dang, man. 3% loss on Ethereum. I don't like it coming down. I want you to go up. We're going to pull up Mog, and then I want to see what this guy says about leverage trading, so we're going to take a look at that, too. Let's look at Mog over here. It's just... Deck screener loads a lot easier. I don't know. Maybe I got too many tabs open. I might have too many tabs open on all these Chromes. All these... Nah, you going Mog on Ethereum, right? Mog on Solana getting ripped today. Holy smokes, man. Yeah, dude. Definitely don't be sleeping on Mog, please. Don't be sleeping on Mog. Look at the graph for Mog. Mog looks great. Those first haters in the dozens today. Everything's a scam to these haters. Yeah, Panda, it's very weird, man. Everything is a scam to these haters. I don't get it at all. Like, there's literally a timer ticking down on their website right now that shows you when the last day to buy the pre-sale is. Like, what do you have to even claim scam about right now? Maybe they just have no idea what's going on and they don't understand why their money's not showing up in their wallet. That could be it too. When you buy into these pre-sales, right? Probably 99% of them, the money does not go. There's no coins yet, right? Until claim day, there's no coins. After you claim is when you can see the tokens in your wallet. And even then, you're not going to see the dollar amount unless you're logged into like Uniswap or whatever. You're not going to see the dollar amount until it gets listed on CoinMarketCap because all of these wallets pull from CoinMarketCap. So Panda, I have no idea what's wrong with these guys. They bother me with their ignorance. It's kind of crazy, man. PS5 says, Clipper, been leverage trading Solana since the $99 dip, 10x leverage with $200 and still holding. And any non-financial advice, that resistance was insane, but I got in. PS5, man, very nice. So let's pull up Solana real quick since we know how good Mog is looking there. Since we know how good Moji is looking there, you guys need to take a look at that. It might pull back, sure. It should have some support now at the all-time highs that it was using as resistance before. So you might see 011 or 5 zeros and a 11 as your next support. But let's take a look at Solana. Can you not even look at Solana on Deck Screener? I don't know if you can. So let's do it on Dex Tools. It's gonna take just a second to load. Promise. Promise if it loads, we'll look at it. Well, I listen, I know Solana has resistance in the 190 to 210 area. All right, we can pull it up. There is resistance in the 190 to 210 area, so we'll take a look at that. As soon as the graph loads here, I'll be able to pull it up, but Dex Tools is very, very slow. Kenneth, thank you very much for the super chat. Kenneth says, the ecosystem needs to be held accountable. They do. They do. Look, the ecosystem team, and they need to be held accountable by the community, right? I want to make that clear. The ecosystem team hasn't done anything like illegal where they need to be held accountable by a court of law or anything. But they do need to be held accountable by the community. They have made a lot of promises, and anytime the community questions them, they literally call them toxic for even questioning. They call you a fudder for raising a question, and they immediately try to silence you. And you know what? They have done so with a lot of people, okay? Stephen Cooper is one. I know that kid's just trying to make a go of it, right? I know he's trying to make a go of it, but that dude was burning more Shiba Inu coin with his burn parties back at like the end of 2021 into 2022. He was burning more Shiba Inu coin than I do with Amazon. You know, he was doing very well, but the ecosystem team for some reason did not like the attention that he was getting. They called him a scammer, and then everybody kind of drove him out of the community, called him a scammer as well. So they've done a lot, man, and they do a lot to kind of maintain their dictatorship in the sense that they're the only ones that are allowed to have a voice, and they're the only ones that are allowed to have an opinion on anything Shiba Inu coin related or anything ecosystem related. So, yeah, Kenneth, 100% agree with you on that one. But taking a look at Solana here, man. Solana still doing an excellent job to maintain this ascending trend line, okay? This is what you're looking at if you're trading Solana right now. It has been ascending since, I don't know, beginning of October, let's just call it, when all of the Bitcoin speculation began. Bitcoin speculation began, and it really started to rip up last October, sort of like an exponential rate. It had already been rising nicely, but Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they all started to take off even more during October of last year. Now, from those levels, Solana has hit higher highs as well, but higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And this is the higher low ascending trend line that you can see on the screen. A little bit of a horizontal trend line. If I can pull it up, man. DexTools is like really getting kind of bad. A little bit of a horizontal trend line right here, and then of course right here. This level at about 150 to 155 was resistance, and then of course it finally broke through it. Now coming back down a little bit, I would say Solana either comes back down to retest the horizontal line, or of course maintains this ascending trend line right now. If it for some reason breaks both of those, this line right here. I don't know why it's not loading, but this line right down here at about $120 could be a pretty strong level of support if Solana decides to come back down. On the upside, this area right here. So the upper end of these candles is at about the $190. Tested it. That's where it tested last week. And the recent highs of about $210. I think it might intraday spiked up to about 220, but this area right here, 205, kind of 210. So if you're looking at resistance, I check out 190 to 210. If you're looking at support, I'd say around that 160 level should be a pretty strong level of support right now. Man, how difficult was that, huh? You know which one I want to see bounce? I want to see this MAGA bounce right here because shaved heavily both of my Super T's, and now this MAGA one, I really want to see MAGA bounce. Clay, do you think after the Ethereum ETFs, 2 to 3x for SHIB is possible? And is it Solana summer? I hope it's Solana summer. I got a decent amount of Solana right now. Majority of my stuff on the Solana blockchains in USDC, but I do have a decent amount of Solana. So I hope it's a Solana summer heading up. I don't know if it will be or not, but I hope so. What I would imagine is there is a possibility. So after, Bitcoin ETF speculation started in October. After the Bitcoin ETF was approved, I believe in January, Ethereum ETF speculation took place. Ethereum ETF got approved, last week or whatever? After Ethereum ETF speculation, people are going to start speculating about the next one. The next one that seems to be in line that everybody's discussing, Solana. So if the Solana speculation starts now, yes, it could be Solana ETF, Solana Summer, and some nice gains there. Jeremiah, thank you very much for the super chat. Jeremiah says, ecosystem team is done. Whoever Satoshi was having a temper tantrum, and sheesh, Clay, tell your state to calm down with the rain. I'm telling you, man, it has been raining all day today. I went to the store in between live streams, and it was raining all the way there. It was rain. You know what? As I walked in, it kind of settled down a little bit and wasn't really raining. But then driving back home, it was raining again, man. It's like, dang, a lot of rain. It can calm down with it. I would, however, like all of the pollen to be knocked off the trees, all of the pollen to be knocked off the plants. That would be extremely beneficial for my allergies. So the rain may bring some sort of a benefit, and I can't trash it all day long. Just a little day long, not all day long. Hey, bro. I'm at $1,000 of the 700s on SHIB on the live stream buy. You remember, what would you do for taking profits and when knowing the all-time high, not financial advice? All right, so, I just felt it. If I rub my nose again, we're going to have to cut the stream early because, oh, dude, I can feel the allergy trying to kill me right now. You ever rub your nose just the way that it wants to continue being rubbed, and you know if you do, it's going to be game over? Yeah, that's me. Whew. All right, I got to calm down just real quick. Sorry. Don't want to lose control during the live stream and have to cut it because I start sneezing everywhere. So PS5. There's really no way of gauging where the all-time high is going to be, where the perfect time to sell is going to be. Let's put it that way. So if you look at something like Super T here, and hopefully this pops up, and then we can pull up Shiba Inu. Well, we can pull up Shiba Inu Coin in the meantime. Actually, no. I can pull up Super T right here. You guys can see it on a deck screener a lot sooner. So I took profit on Super T yesterday. This was the graph. Now, my trade, I bought in maybe on this day right here, maybe May 20th. So I was in this trade about 8 days, right? And I bought in because, and my line was just slightly higher over on Dex Tools when I bought in. It might have been right there. So I bought in because it came down and it tested this blue line. It has been following this ascending blue line literally since inception. Now, it ripped off the first week after launching. It ripped off the blue line and rose exponentially. Actually, a little bit better than what I saw because it was much, much lower off the initial run. Just ripped up to these levels around 3 cents. So, yesterday, dude, in a single day, Super T, and this was beautiful technical analysis. I hope some of you guys got into Super T and were able to take advantage of this. But following this ascending trend line, tapped resistance, couldn't break. Tapped resistance, tried to break, but couldn't break. You guys see the wick. Tapped resistance, couldn't break. Tapped resistance, couldn't break. Dude, finally broke resistance. Not only did it break resistance here, it broke resistance here and went all the way back up to 2.4 cents. Now, I took profit on this for 2 reasons, okay? Number one, I was at a point where I did not want to lose that money. I made a justification with myself that said, dude, even if I wake up and Super T's trading at 5 cents, and I could have made twice as much, I cannot risk somebody else dumping off, the price coming back down, and me losing out. So that was my number one factor as to why I got out there. It was me being happy. It was my take profit, right? I Would have loved to have made more money, yes, but I was not going to fall asleep and wake up with somebody dumping off and then saying, holy smokes, where'd that money go? That was stupid. So I did sell off, and I sold off. I shaved my position. Now, I did that for a variety of reasons. Number one, the reason I was trying to be a little bit respectful. I owned a lot of Super T here, and if I would have dumped, it would have posted a red candle. Okay, and I know this is a rather large token too, but dude, I've been heavy on these T coins, these T-Man coins. I've been heavy on them, so I didn't want to post a big red candle that spooked the market and caused people to sell off. That was one reason. The other reason was, if I was to go out and sell, it was going to move the price enough that it didn't really make sense for me to do that. So I stair-stepped my way out. I exited through maybe 8 different transactions, and because of that, I was able to maybe take advantage of a little bit better of an average price. So first price was around 1.9 cents. Second price was 0.21 that I got out at. And then a lot of people started to get out at the 2 cent level. So then it was anywhere between 0.17 and 0.19 again that I was exiting. This morning, it was up to 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 cents. So maybe I could have done a little bit better. But, dude, there was not a chance. There was not a chance that I was going to even risk coming back down to this level. And that is exactly what it did back here when it spiked up. Spiked up beautifully in about a 1-day period. And then it did take a couple days, but it came right back down. And that's just not a risk I was willing to take. So kind of the same deal with Shiba Inu coin. If you see something ripping well off of its average trajectory, just consider taking profits and getting back in when it comes back down to meet its average trajectory. It might take a week, 2 weeks, 2 months to come back down, and it might go up higher than where you were. But when you can't afford to risk it anymore, and you can't afford, at that point, I could not sleep right waiting on it. So at that point, I decided to take my profit. Libro is paper hands when it comes to T-Man tokens. Yep. No, Suzuki, I did have, dude, yesterday's gain, let's put it this way. Yesterday's gain was the single largest gain that I've ever had on a trade. So I could not afford to let that come back down. Between both Solana tokens, between both Super T on Solana and on Ethereum networks, by far, but even the Ethereum trade was the biggest, not the highest gain in terms of percentages, because Ravencoin and Smog, they both roughly 15 to 20x. Yesterday was about a 6x gain, but I had more invested. So yesterday was too much, man. And you can listen, dude. You can call me paper hands. You can call. I don't care. You call me slippery noodle fingers, man. It don't matter to me. You can call me any name in the book that you want. Yesterday was a fantastic gain on Super T. And dude, you can call me any name in the book you want on that one, man. But yes, I paper-handed that, and I happily paper-handed that. Been doing good on Maga Pepe, past few days. Got in at $400,000 market cap, $4 million. Took profit all the way up, baby. And that's another strategy, Matt. That's another strategy. I don't know how heavy you got into the $400,000 market cap, but dude, as you keep rising like that, keep shaving if you want. I was kind of lucky enough that, and I don't know if I would have held it as high as I did if it didn't spike up so quickly yesterday. You know what I mean? And I may have gotten out too early. We might figure out that we wake up tomorrow and Super T's trading at 5 cents. So I've got every opportunity right now to get back in if I want. But I got to calm myself down a little bit. I got to reassess the situation and make a determination from here as to whether or not I want to get back in, or if I want to see if it comes back down to test that trend line that it is so beautifully followed since launching. Let's see. If you get into Bitcoin right now, $67,000 lows, knowing it will go higher prices from my dollar cost average at 30,000 Bitcoin, would you just hold, but until when? So PS5, man, if you're not on leverage, you can hold it as long as you want, right? Leverage, and I don't know if you're leveraging your position there. Honestly, I would never go into a leverage position at this point thinking that I'm just going to hold. Whether you're 2x leverage or 200x leverage, in my opinion, you've got to be scalping those types of leverage trades. I've done leverage trades before. I've made pretty well, and I've lost even worse. So if you're doing leverage, I'm scalping it. I'm not even really swing trading it. I didn't even want to fall asleep on Super T yesterday. Definitely don't want to fall asleep on a leverage trade. Now, if you're not leveraged and you're looking at that, I'm not setting my sights this bull market cycle at 200 to 300. I'm setting my sights at 100 to 150. Now, I could be completely wrong. That is my guess, right? Based on how high the market cap is going to be, based on how much money I think is going to flow into the crypto space, and so on. I know 150 is rather close to 200. So we could go back and forth, and we could debate. 200 would be pretty expensive, but we could go back and forth on that all day long. 300 to me would be very expensive, but I would be looking between 100 and 150. Nice 10x increase off the bear market lows that you had there. And then, of course, I don't expect it to come all the way back down to 15,000 again during the next bear market cycle. So up to you on how far you want to hold, man. I don't know your exact trade. I don't know if it's leverage. I don't know if you'd have too much or what. Been very tempted to say, yeah, Moji. I imagine, man. The tough part on that call, because I actually think about you sometimes, Moji. I think you got 3, right? And if you don't or whatever, that's just a guess. So people don't go assume how much Moji has. But kind of the same deal, Moji, trust me, Super T is a lot more volatile than Bitcoin. So I think you can go to sleep and wake up the next day not expecting a 70% decline in Bitcoin. But it's tough, man, because you're right here at that all-time high level. So, if it breaks through the 70,000, you could be ripping to 100 very quickly because there's no technical resistance. But also, you don't want to get rejected off of that $67,000, $70,000 level and watch it come back down to 50. And then you're like, my God, I could have just bought back in at 50 now. So it is a very, very tough decision and probably the hardest decision that any of us ever make, right? So, Moji, man, you got to say to yourself, even if you got out now, it's $67,000, $70,000 per coin, and it rips up to 100. Are you going to be more upset that it ripped to 100 and you could have had another 50% increase on your Bitcoin? Or would you be more upset if it dropped back down to 50 and you're saying, dang, dude, I could have sold at 70 and it just bought back in right now? Either with the same amount of money or kept some of the money for other plays as well. Like me, there was not a chance that I was sleeping on Super T last night. I justified the fact that I could wake up at 5 cents, and I was just going to have to be okay with it. Bitcoin's a different story. Super T, for example, you got some whales out there, man. And, I mean, I was at least respectful in the way that I would consider myself respectful in the way that I sold off of it. But, dude, it only takes 1 or 2 guys to go out there and dump, and all of a sudden you're sitting on a 40-50% decline in the price. That creates the panic, and then all of a sudden you're right back down, and you just lost 60%. There wasn't a chance that I could take to lose that, and wake up to that type of a loss today. So that's what dictated my decision, man. Manager says, check out Mochi DeFi. I hope you like what you see. Something is happening. AMA with Binance partners listing stakes. Dang, man. All right. MOCHI DeFi. Let's take a look at it. Gotta be this one. Gotta be this one right here. All right, this one, I would just be very careful with this one, right? You've got a little bit of a bull flag that formed here, and the only support that you have is because of this one day back on May 6th. If Mochi or whatever it is breaks that line, just be careful, man. If it doesn't hold, whatever, I just do this one. If it doesn't hold this support line right here, you could very easily be dumping back down and coming back down to this level. So I would just be a little careful. You got yourself a nice bull flag pennant here or whatever. Make that horizontal. I should have just used a horizontal line. But you got that. If it breaks down, watch out. If it breaks back up, dude, look how fast it ran before. So definitely a risky play. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm not in it. I haven't been watching it. I can just see the bull flag on the graph right there. Devastated. Well, Moji, I think he answered the question. T-Man token doing pretty well. Do you believe it can up a while as president? Giovanni, man. Listen, I don't know. I think that it can go up, absolutely. But, unless you're trying to just simply hold for tax reasons or something, dude, we've seen way too many buy the rumor, sell the news types of events. So I think a lot, and I could be completely wrong, okay? I could be completely wrong. But I think a lot of the hype is going to come pre-election. Now, post-election, regardless of the results, right? Let's say T-Man gets elected. Things would probably settle down in terms of the coins. Now, if they don't, my best guess would be that it would be that the news, right? The news just can't stand the idea of him getting elected, so they go out there and beat him up and slander him every day and doing the same stuff that they do right now, but make him even more infamous. And if they make him even more infamous, man, they're just going to be creating millionaires with these tokens, right? As long as his name stays in the news, as long as he remains a I guess, topic of discussion, you will see gains in these tokens. If he gets elected, things settle down, people accept it. Dude, I would imagine these tokens settle down as well. So I'm a buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal on it. Right now, I do have a little Super T both on Solana and Ethereum, and I've got that MAGA coin. I don't plan on holding any of those beyond the election. I honestly don't even plan on holding those until election night to really worry about the results. But to be honest with you guys, I don't think we'll have results on election night. I don't think we'll have results on election night. I think they're going to take weeks. Maybe months. Where Kombu? Where's Shaybro? Who the heck's Arthur? Where Kalido? Where Claybro Normies at? Dude, they must hate the vertical view so much that they left. Can you check this one? Been thinking about Crocodile. Well, last 4, 7 pick. Yeah, Crypto Camo, man. Thank you very much for giving me the last 4. I appreciate that. But Crocodile, I really like the name, and I've never even seen this token. Crypto Rocketeer and Shamarine. Pew! Dabbing on him as always, baby. All right, let's look up. 7 pick, is that what it was? Crocodile, man. I like the name. Dude, stuff like this scares me a little bit. Is this a honeypot? Because this is wild. You guys make me pull stuff up like this. And it makes me a little bit nervous that you might have a honeypot coming on the screen. Dude, it's got a 62 rating. It might just be because it's all insiders. This is a tiny token. You know, let's see here, man. I don't know. This might not be a honeypot. Well, according to the audit, according to Dex Tools, this is not a honeypot, okay? So here's my best guess what this is. This is very similar, I would say, to the early stages of honorarium or any token that doesn't necessarily do marketing, right? What you have here in Crocodile, at least from the way that I see it, somebody launched this token, and maybe friends, family, couple people got in. You know, you going to different live streams, talking about this token, finding holders. Really, anywhere you can find holders. Now, the interesting part is, okay, that nobody's making necessarily enough money right now that they're interested in selling. And to be completely honest with you, with only $10,000 in the liquidity pool and a market cap of 15, that's an excellent liquidity pool to market cap ratio. So, you know, stacking up, putting some decent money in the liquidity pool, very good choice if you started this coin or if anybody else started this coin. Very good choice for decent funding. But you're going to have to find holders, okay? And you're going to have to find holders who are willing to put a little bit of money in, right? Because if somebody comes out here with $1,000 and they own 10% of the liquidity pool, when they go to sell it, they're going to dump the price by 20%, okay? Because they own 10% of the liquidity pool there. So what you need to find in this situation, because the liquidity pool is so low and the market cap is absolutely tiny, you're going to need to find a lot of people or a lot of wallets. I wouldn't recommend manipulating the price by any means, but you can see $8.55 in the last 24 hours. Very tiny in terms of volume, but you're going to need to find a lot of holders who are willing to put up 10, 20, 30 bucks. Sorry. And just sit on it, right? Because you turn that 10 bucks, goes to a $100,000 market cap, you turn it into $100 bucks, goes to $1 million market cap, you turn 10 bucks into $1,000. So that's what I would kind of suggest for that one. If anybody wants to take a risk on it, Crocodile, very nice name. You obviously got people who believe in it. But yeah, man, it's just, you got to go something very, very small because you can't eat a huge chunk. So if you're expecting to go out there and 10x $1,000, you can't buy $1,000 worth of that token, unfortunately. Anyway, explain the daily chart on SHIB. The MACD graph is just starting. I was testing the charts on the live at the 900s again. And now, look now, Clay. Thank you, brother, for everything. Yeah, so let's see if we can pull up Shiba Inu Coin at daily chart. We got to go this one. Man, I'm tired. Let's see. Shiba Inu Coin on the daily. That's the weekly right there. I don't have MACD on here. Could throw the MACD. Yeah, so you know what? MACD is actually looking pretty good right now. The MACD crossed back here, which could have been an excellent entry. Because, of course, it crossed, right? You would have got in on this day, about 2,300 points per coin. And you'd be up about 20% right now. Good news is MACD is growing. And both of those average lines are in positive territory there. So, yeah, I would say your buy signal may have come, if you're using MACD to trade, your buy signal may have come on this day. And you would have gotten a little bit better opportunity. But nothing tells you that you can't buy at this point in time. Unless, of course, you're worried about the $3,000 or 3,000 point per coin, sorry, level of resistance that it came up and was getting ready to attempt yesterday. And of course got rejected off of it early this morning into last night. If that's the case, that would be your only indicator that maybe you want to hold off for a moment and see if it can break through 3,000 before going up and testing 3,500 and so. So daily chart not looking too bad. I would say it has broken out of that bear or that bull flag pattern there. It's broken out to the upside, which is an excellent sign. Simply testing resistance now at 3,000. Hopefully breaks and goes for a test of 3,500 points per coin. Because, of course, that is going to be very bullish. Coming back down, where are we at? I got to figure it out. Suzuki just got home trying to do 5 things at once. Dang, man, Tim is a multitasker. Pfft, Suzuki ignored me. What comes around goes around. Never ignore emoji. Clear up. Check DM on Discord on your time, bro. All right, Gorilla, I will, man, because... no, I got my phone up here. I could technically check it. Now, we've looked up SolSex before, but I don't know if it's a scam or not. Let's see what I can come up with. Man, I don't know what it is, dude, but like I'm a little warmer than normal. And I just want to sit back in this chair right now. I don't know why I feel like that. All right. All right, it's $582,000 in the liquidity pool right here. Dude, I highly doubt this is a scam. It's got a rank in 99, so they usually don't rank scams. Now, it is interesting, and I don't know why, but you typically don't see such a negative outcome for community trust. So that's a little bit of a weird situation right there. You usually don't see anybody who's willing to vote, you typically see voting in the positive light. So it is weird that they're 60 to 40 in terms of negativity. I don't know why that would be. Their audit doesn't seem to be bad. They've got those automatic audits that show it in a positive light here. I can't tell if this is a scam or not just based on Dex tools. I'm very confused as to this community vote, though. Anybody have any additional info on this? Are these guys just mad that it came down in price a couple days ago? Like this guy. Soul's like a video of what? Mega drop? This princess right here, built by scammers. Invest what you can afford. You know, is this just another one of those idiots that goes around and yelling scam, scam, scam like they do on pre-sale videos? Yeah, man, to me, it looks like they just got very upset that May 23rd was a down day. Let's look up May 23rd. Dude, I don't know. Man, are they just upset that people were taking profits here? You got me, dude. I don't know. I don't know. I think those people that were calling it a scam were just upset that it was coming down in price. Could be a Harvard professor who's been paying off students to teach them about crypto. Yeah, Panda, are you talking about scams, man? Honorarium token will be one of the first cross-platforms to Mars, baby. Pfft, to the moon, or better. This bull run. Avoid shady rogue tokens. Do your own research. Yeah, so Honorarium matching up with Paul Chain there, becoming multi-chain hopefully very soon. I think that's been in the works for a while, and that could increase the price. Let's see. Thank you, Claver, for checking it out. Appreciate you. Absolutely, man. I mean, I think people might just be... There's little to no info. Yeah. Well, you know what? There's little to no info on the team for any token, right? So that to me doesn't necessarily indicate a scam. Look at Bitcoin. Nobody knows who the heck Satoshi is. Nobody knows who Shitoshi is in Shiba Inu Coin. And I know he didn't create it, but he lied about some guy named Ryoshi creating it. So, dude, you know, very, very few people put their name on a crypto coin. Let me tell you, let me go over why very few people do that. ZAC token on Solana and Moon token or Moon Market. Let's look at Moon first. Moon Market is another YouTuber. He's got some excellent content out there, and he decided to come up with a Solana token. And it's actually, you know, it's doing okay, right? This guy launched 7 days ago, and he went up to like a $6.5–7 million market cap, and it's back down to a $1.6 million market cap right now. But the problem is people get mad. When you attach your name, when you attach your face, when you attach your reputation to a token, people expect you to only ever make that token go up. So you look at Moon Market on the daily, and he did very good his first 3 days. People buying and buying and buying and buying, and then people begin to sell. People associate this with Moon selling. People associate this with Moon pumping and dumping. When it's, you know, the 1,333 or 1,330 holders out there who are driving the price action. So Moon's reputation might be a little hurt by some people who bought in at this 5 to 6 area and are now sitting at 001. They might be upset thinking it's Moon's fault. So he obviously he did not cause the price to fall, right? But people can't differentiate that. If you look at Zach, this Zach Morrison, or the Zach Morris character out there, now he's back up nearly 100% on the day today, because this was at about 2 cents earlier. But now it's trading at about 4 cents. But it was 10, 11 cents just a couple of days ago. So if you look at Zach here, Zach ripping up, man. People nearly 100xing, coming up to about 12 cents, and came back down to, I think, 2 cents today. Yeah, like 1.8 cents dropped down to today. What's the 1.78 cents? And back up to 4 cents. So, you know, people don't look at it like, dang, man, I could have got in. I could have averaged down. I could be up 100% right now. But instead, I'm going to be mad that it's not back up at 10, 11, 12 cents where it was before. I highly doubt that this guy cares about his reputation. This guy posts some wild stuff out on X. So I highly doubt that he's concerned about the way that others view him. But just kind of one of the things is to what goes into putting your name on a token and people's perceptions of the price action equating to, you know, you. Oh my god, dude. Vecna! Oh, I said, I see the name in the chat. How in the world, man? How you been, Vecna? It's been like, I think it's been over a year since you've been in here, man. Man, dude. Vecna. Where the heck have you been? And then you just all of a sudden decide to jump in a live stream and send a super chat after like 2 years? Thank you very much for the super chat, yes, but thank you very much for coming into the live streaming and letting us know that you are still alive, man. And how have you been, man? Let us know. Timmy, thank you very much for the super chat. Tim says, okay, gonna come clean. I knew it. Tim is finally taking a shower. Oh no, I am Ryoshi. Don't be a shadow cat. Don't ball the ecosystem tokens. Lay the pipe to the devs and concentrate on SHIB. It's the only way to save SHIB. Take the power back. Not financial advice. Tim, here's the thing, man. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Number 2, that's all you have to say, man. That's all you have to say. I could honestly, and this is just me making up a story right now, I am not Ryoshi, but I think that I could come out, I could make a few videos, and I can tell people that the reason I have done a Shiba Inu Coin video every day for the last 3 years is because I am Ryoshi. And I believe in Shiba Inu Coin. And I see the way that the ecosystem team is taking my token and pulling the attention off of something beautiful and putting the attention onto something that they want. Dude, I think that I could convince a lot of people that I'm Ryoshi simply by stating it. So that's all that the ecosystem team did, right? They simply stated that they were in charge. People looked up to them, they believed in them, and they've sold hundreds of millions of dollars worth of other tokens to people. Not because they're telling them to diversify their portfolio, which is completely fine, right? I do a lot of pre-sale videos, and you guys are more than welcome to diversify your portfolios. But I don't tell you, for example, buy Play Doge. Now, if you do buy Play Doge, it will burn some Shiba Inu coin, right? I've got it with the marketing company that 1% of anything that you guys buy through my link is going to burn Shiba Inu coin. So I do think that's pretty sweet. But I don't say go buy Play Doge or go buy Dogeverse, because you need this token to support Shiba Inu coin. This is the only way to grow Shiba Inu coin, is to go out and buy another token. So yeah, man, I don't know. What I have to say is Vecna! Oh, Vecna, thank you very much. Does Vecna not answer me? He just sends these super chats. Vecna, man, thank you very much for the super chat. Absolutely appreciate you, dude. I wish you would tell me where the heck you've been for like the last 2 years, but I guess the super chat's even better, man. Super chat's even better. Hey, I already believe that you're Ryoshi. See what I'm saying? Suzuki, see what I'm saying? I think it would be very easy for me to convince a lot of people. But it would be interesting. Like, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to do that? Unless I was holding a massive amount of Shiba Inu coin that would... Why would I want everybody to focus on SHIB instead of the ecosystem? Unless I was holding a massive amount of Shiba Inu coin that I wanted it to go up in value because you guys finally found the true value of Shiba Inu coin. And it's not the ecosystem. And just to let you know, YouTube, SEC, just because I have Zach on the screen right now and it pumped up 5% since I mentioned it 2 minutes ago, I'm not driving the price of Zach. I know you guys didn't go out there and buy it right now because I put it up on the screen, and the fact that it's up 5% just in the last 3 minutes. Alright, so Sex appearing 2 Phantom Wallets, not touching it. Make sure that if you do touch it, Mats, what I would recommend doing in that situation, if it is any sort of a significant value, okay, send your other tokens off of that wallet, essentially drain that wallet yourself, and then, if you want, interact with SoulSex and swap it or whatever. But, yeah, man, if they just sent you $1, $2 or whatever, let it go. Ignore it. Never risk anything, especially, dude, I don't know what you're sitting on in your wallet, right? But never risk your wallet because somebody dropped you $2. Don't do that. Now, if they dropped you $2 and for some reason SolSex catches on and you're sitting on $2,000, all right, well, still don't risk it. Drain the wallet, send it elsewhere, only leave the SolSex in there, and then maybe interact with it. Take every single precaution possible before you go out and interact with anything, so we can grow. Arnie, we can grow, man. Absolutely. My Epcot job is officially over. Opens to public in June. Vecna, I didn't know you were working at Epcot. Dang, man, all this. Oh my gosh. Hey, what were you doing down there, man? What were you doing down at Epcot that it's officially over and opening to the public in June? He was probably building something. That's my guess. Vecna was probably building something down there. Maybe a new attraction. Did I get it right? You want to get smoked? Me? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? If it's a good thing, yes. If it's a bad thing, no. I don't like getting bad things. I like getting good things. When SHIB the Metaverse hit the devs in the pocket, open your eyes. Devs has done zippity for SHIB, proving the army are lemmings. Yeah, dude, the Metaverse actually was a $10+ million raise for the ecosystem team, dude. It's very strange, right? Metaverse is kind of like a cool concept if these guys can truly create an extensive metaverse. Okay, it's for gamers, yeah, but it's truly a cool concept. Now, it does make you wonder, though, how Bored Ape Yacht Club was able to go out and create a metaverse in like a couple months. The Shiba Inu Coin Ecosystem team has been working on it for several years now with literally nothing to show for it. So, yeah, man, it does raise a lot of questions, a lot of red flags there. Little Lamb, family friendly, a last warning. Little Lamb, be careful. I don't know what you're doing, man, but apparently it's not working out in your favor. Would you still invest in Pepe or Pepe 2? Know those insane charts from where we looked at the charts way back when. PS5, man. Yes, but more cautiously, okay? I have not seen Pepe 2. I have no idea where it's at. Pepe, I know, has been rising beautifully, and you got to look at it kind of like Shiba Inu Coin, okay? SHIB, at a $6-7 billion valuation, at the start of last bull market, would have still been able to 5, 6, 7x. Pepe could do the same thing if it is this bull market's winner, right? If Pepe is going to go out and be the king of the bull market this year, you still got a lot of potential run left. But just do it more cautiously because it is a lot bigger market cap and I would say less potential in that regard. Ryan the Rapper! Do you know anything about Pi? So, no, I have never mined Pi coin or anything like that. There are some people in here. I believe Crypto Rocketeer has some. Kenbro has some. It's never been something that I've looked into or I've done. They probably know a lot more about it. So, dude, if you're in the Discord and you want to get their experience, it seems like they've been in it for years and would know a lot more than I do about it. So, very sorry to answer your question with a no. I don't know anything about it. But I do know there's some guys in here that have a lot of it, have been mining it or however you get it for quite some time. And they'd probably be able to help you. See you, Clay, in chat. 5:02, guys. It is after 5 o'clock. Get your names in the chat right now. We'll do some shout-outs. We will be back tonight with videos. Make sure to watch the videos. Appreciate all you guys. And you know what? If you want to help out just a little bit, you don't have to buy in if you don't want to buy in. But ramping up some, kind of winding down the Dogeverse videos. So if you guys do want to buy into Dogeverse, you're going to need to do that very quickly. I think there's like 4 or 5 days left. And then you cannot buy any more during the pre-sale. You're going to have to buy it on the open market if you want it. So if you guys want to click on that link, if you want to go in there, buy it. But some of the Play Doge videos that you're going to be seeing, would appreciate even clicks. Even if you don't want to go out there and buy any, even if you click it, show the marketing team that Play Doge is catching on, that you guys are wanting and interested in Play Doge, that would help a lot. So let's see. We get shout outs to, what is it, Goonik? See you later, Goonik. Ryan the Rapper, have a great evening, man. Thank you very much for that super chat. Caesar, see you later. Have a great one. Suzuki, Gorilla, Jeremiah, have a great one. Moji, almost 420. No, dude, it's almost 520. Caesar, see you later. Tim, Jaffa, baby. Yes. Vecna, have a great one. Ryan the Rapper, see you later. That D Hartman, enjoy it. Crypto Camo, see you later, man. That D Hartman, J Bones, baby, see you later. Alien Head, have a great one. Matt's Gorilla, Ryan the Rapper, you know what time it is. It's time to get hard. Like a diamond. Ryan the Rapper, man, thank you very much for this super chat. Thank you very much for getting hard like a diamond. Gorilla, see you later. Ryan the Rapper, Crypto Animal, E, Suzuki, all of you guys. You know what time it is. Gorilla, Vecna, Tim, D Hartman. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.